What's going on, guys? It's Hookahfrank. I'm here in Columbus, Ohio with Miles Suggs from Hookah Rush. And we figured today was the perfect day to review some German tobacco. As everybody knows, I went to Germany for Intertobacco, had an amazing time. Then I went to Amsterdam and I got into Ohio on Saturday. So it's been a super long trip, but we are going to bring you this review of 7 Nights Daddy Cool. Germany has strict laws regarding the labeling, so you have people like looking sick
and dying.
People with a little trach tube in their lung, well, because they're a hole in their lung. Essentially, it says "smoking kills" is the label on the front. Smoking causes cancer is the one on the side, and smoking causes lung cancer, or roughly that's the translation. But the 7 Nights Daddy Cool is, in comparison to an American cut, I'd say it's a golden leaf. It's almost like a haze coat.
Yeah, it looks like haze when you pack it, definitely. But it's definitely golden. It's the same exact color almost as haze too, the light golden brown. But there's not many stems in it. I haven't bumped into many stems in that bowl, and not in that bowl, but in that container at all. So packing it was super duper easy. So
as far as the smell, it smells like peanuts with a sweeter note that actually comes through in smoke. It almost translates into like a peanut butter type smoke.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah. Yeah, you definitely get the sweet. You get that sweet tone in it, but I smell the peanut or the peanut butter is what they were going for. But the sweet tone, when we were talking about this, like when on the inhale, I guess it was like really sweet. And I was like, well, if they were doing a peanut butter flavor, then it makes sense, because when you're eating peanut butter, I mean good peanut butter, then it has a good sweet tone to it, usually when you're eating peanut butter. So I guess they tried to knock that on the nail, and it's pretty good. But it's really juicy tobacco.
Yep. We had an event here on Saturday, a smoke competition, and this was the hit of the event. Everybody loved this flavor that tried it.
Yeah, we had to save it because Frank was like, we have to do a review on it. Do not pack all of it for the event. We almost like killed the whole container.
We packed like 3 bowls of it and people still wanted it. And I was like, nah, we gotta review this stuff. That's that good.
Alright, so
we've been smoking for about 25 minutes. We're using a Shisha stainless V4 hookah.
Cloud production is awesome. Like, I get super big clouds off of that. While he's smoking this, you definitely get that sweet tone, and it's on the inhale. The exhale feels more like the peanut butter, and as it burns, at least during the event when we were smoking it, as it burns like more and more, you'll taste the peanut butter and it'll start to come out even more. But we had this hookah actually packed with a stone oak bowl with a lotus on top, and it was going for about 2 hours, and I went to unpack it and pack something else, pack a fresh bowl, and there was still half the tobacco wasn't even burnt yet. So heat resistance on it is great.
Yeah, and as like he said, it's a very resilient flavor. When we were smoking it at the event, it never really got harsh, which is excellent.
Yeah, man, the sweet tone on it is great. I haven't really had any issues with it feeling like it's like burnt really fast, so the longevity of the bowl was really good. So they hit it on the nail with making sure that it wasn't going to burn instantly, because usually with like any flavors that are like vanilla or anything that's around that tone, it always burns really fast in my opinion, and this is holding up really well, and we've been smoking this for a good bit of time already.
Yeah, I agree with him. Usually flavors like this never really seem to be perfected. They usually have their shortcomings, and as far as like burning quick and not lasting, the flavor not lasting, but this flavor, it lasts a solid lasts a solid 2 to 3 hours.
Yeah, and I was getting really good clouds off of it. I was surprised about an hour and a half into the bowl when we had it during the event. I was like, oh, I should probably change coals. So I put the coals on and I went to go hit the hookah, but I still pulled a massive cloud off of it. So, and it was on a Lotus. So I guess if you were looking for this flavor and you only use a Lotus, then it's still going to be great for you. You don't have to freak out and be like, oh, it might burn too fast, because it holds up to a Lotus. And I overpacked it. I overpacked it way above where it was supposed to be at, so it didn't roast at all. But overall, I think it's a really good flavor. Where would you put it at?
I'd give it a solid 8 out of 10. It's a nice flavor.
Yeah.
It's a nice, like, fall smoke. I wouldn't smoke this during the summer when it's super hot. That's, like, the only shortcomings is flavors like this, flavors like a peanut butter, or, like, even other seasonal flavors. Especially with the heat in Las Vegas, and smoking outside, I wouldn't see it as pleasant in the summertime, but for, like, a fall, winter, springtime smoke, I definitely recommend smoking this flavor.
Yeah, and I would smoke.
And also, if you smoke inside, you could smoke it whenever you want. But
which is exactly what I was gonna say. In terms of how the flavor feels, like when he was talking about having it for certain seasons. Also, like if you're one of those people who are really indifferent about the seasons, about smoking in the seasons, I would say this is like one of those flavors that you could smoke like in the morning. I would classify it as like one of those morning flavors, like other coffee flavors like Morning Glory and stuff. I would smoke this in a rotation with those flavors for morning if I wasn't looking for seasonal smokes. So yeah, but I put it around like an 8 as well. It's pretty good. The biggest impressive thing that I saw on it, and that I've always been about on flavors, is the longevity and how it holds up the heat, and literally have not had one issue about how long it lasts. So it's pretty great. Good job, Seven Nights.
Yeah, as we said, it's a German brand, so it's not available in the United States yet. They're going to be working to try to bring it in the United States. I'm sure if you wanted to purchase it now, you could probably pick it up. United States smokers could probably pick it up from one of the European retailers if you want to pay the shipping cost.
Which is probably going to be a lot. But, I mean, definitely know that, since Hookahfrank's always here in Columbus and stuff, since we've already reviewed this and we've been smoking it and stuff, I'm very convinced that it is a great flavor. So if anybody is going to get it first, we will be one of the first shops, and we're in Columbus, Ohio. So if you live in Columbus, or you're even remotely close, or if you even know where our website is, hookahrush.com, you'll be able to pick that flavor up as soon as we get it and it's available.
They definitely nailed the flavor on the head. It's an excellent smoke, excellent peanut butter type flavor.
It's like a Jif bowl. And
yeah, what else can we say about it?
I mean, I don't really have much negatives to put against it. Now that when I'm thinking about everything about it, I mean, it holds up really good to the heat. I mean, in terms of the peanut, you taste a lot of the peanut on the exhale, and the inhale is really sweet, so it doesn't deter anyone that hates like really harsh, tart, bitter flavors. So I don't really have any negatives really on my end. How you feel, Frank?
Yeah, I don't have any negatives about it other than the fact that just like a seasonal. As far as my smoking outside in Las Vegas, I wouldn't classify it as something you smoke during the summertime when it's super hot. But other than that, it's a very excellent smoke.
Yeah. Only thing, those labels though. Those labels are a no-go.
The labels, they wouldn't work here in America, but that's the European Union's rules for smoking. So,
but that's basically it. Is a good flavor. I'm really impressed with Seven Nights. That was a great peanut. So,
it's been Frank and Miles coming here live at Hookah Rush in Columbus, Ohio. You guys smoke often, have fun, and enjoy.
All right, see ya.